Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Man, hope everyone's doing well. We're a little tired, but we're doing okay. I just wanted to do a quick suit up, show up, say hi to everyone, check in. We've been going through some powerful processing for the past 48 hours, and it seems like, we're now starting to get comfortable with who we are, and what we're here to do and what we're here to accomplish. And so as a result, things are changing in our lives. My life and others' lives as well, as we're waking up to more of who we are and really getting comfortable with where we belong in our life path. So Aries season. There is a lot of this combative energy that's going on. There's been a lot playing out. And here right now is very much so a time of giving ourselves the opportunity of really finding peace, propagating that peace, and just really taking time to be gentle with ourselves, to love ourselves, and to be with our inner child while we go through this processing. So much has been going on in the collective, so many different threads and bandwidths depending upon where you're dialing into and what you're listening to. There's been a lot going on. Either way, the biggest thing that is really important right now is us doing what we can to stay really sorry, we'll definitely be praying for you, sweetie. We'll be praying for you. It's grounded without candy. Yeah. A lot's been going on, guys. A lot's been going on. And, right now we've been having to shift out a lot of old parts of our journey again. We've been having to take a lot and sweep it out, and stuff that's been swept under the rug, right? This is very much so important for us to really find out who we are, and to really get comfortable with our higher selves, our most beautiful versions of ourselves, and really come deep into our knowing, deep into our heart, and really using our energies, using what we know, using our powers and our abilities to be able to better our own lives and to better humanity's lives as well. So yeah, a lot's been going on. It's literally been 48 hours of processing, and if you know about that, then it's just headphones in, blast music, and try to tune out things. But we're really doing what we can to upgrade the masculine architecture too, and to really blow through a lot of stuff. So as a result, feeling this on the body, right? All the solar flares, the X-class flare that hit, all this stuff is having an effect on our internal structures, our internal architecture. It's having an effect on our body. And so what we can do to do this, very much so taking time to ground, to feel as stable as possible. Take time away if you need to take time away. There's been a lot of things going on with there's been a lot going on with the sacral and a lot going on with the head. Okay, so guys, if you've been going through these sacral upgrades, if you've been going through the head stuff, I want to let you know it's still we're still in those lines of processing right now and getting the upgrades secure and finalized. So that is one part of that. It's been quite an interesting and emotional journey. Even myself right now, I'm still a little emotional, so I apologize if the energy seems like Corey's on the edge of crying. It's been a lot. But we're okay. We're okay. We're here, right? And I feel like this is where it's really important to step into the gratitude, right? To really step forward with gratitude, saying thank you for what we've been doing, what we've been encountering, what we've been facing. Because there is a lot going on in the lower third and four, right? And other things upstairs, right, that are coming through and trying to poke holes and trying to play into the fear, guys. And as a result, right, depending upon where you're at on your journey, it's really important to just, find forgiveness in your heart, say thank you, send those things away with love, and just keep doing what we can. Times like these, it can bring these things kind of forward for us, and so we can either do what we can to not give our energy to those things, especially if you're very attuned and aware. So if you are like me, and you hear everything and are starting to see more too, it's important to do what we can to just find silence, right? So some people will work with earmuffs, right? We will call them the galactic earmuffs. turning the radio station off, whatever it is you want to. Just note that if you have access, you know, to like 5 or 6 different bandwidths at once, that hearing all this stuff can make you feel like you're losing your mind. And it's just, everyone's journey is different. Everyone's journey is different with how we handle this, right? So we are very much so in a process right now of closing out a lot of old realities, and as a result, some of those realities don't like to be leaving the way that they are, right? And so as a result, as they're getting escorted away and they're being dissolved at deeper and deeper layers, we are really finding peace right now. We're finding peace. And so, yeah, a lot's been going on. A lot's been going on in the collective. It's been feeling kind of hectic. And so this is really where we just go nice and slow, keep it nice and steady, just keep relaxing, keep the momentum moving forward, right? And making sure that the choices, right, especially the decisions in our life path, are really towards those upgraded realities and the upgraded version of ourselves, and really not going backwards anymore, right? Like we just, there's a lot of old pathways we don't want to play in, and that's been a part of the cleanup work over here that's been going on. So, you know, we're doing what we can to stay busy and to really focus on the newness and what we're bringing forward, and we're making sure that we're taking time out to relax and to play, and to really focus on harnessing the inner child, especially as we're going through processes like this. You know, some of us kind of have to tuck away the kiddo for a little while these things play out, and then when it's done, bam, get the kid back on, start playing with the inner child, doing what we can. Especially if you resonate with being a war-torn masculine or a warrior, there's a whole upgrade in that archetype that's going on right now. And so it's like, it's really trying to step into what kind of outlet do you guys have, right? When the anger steps up, or it gets chaotic, or you start to feel really mad, right, or very vulnerable, what is a way that you can process and get out your feelings, get out your emotions, right? So for me, there's been things like screaming, you know, going out into nature, screaming. That's been a big one. I've literally, I think probably 3 or 4 times a day, I have to take a trip out into the woods and just go be out there, doing what we can to celebrate, to stay in our joy, and really to just, you know, take time to relax and to play and to have fun. There's a lot of focus shifting in our journeys and in our careers, and we're really trying to find what makes the most out of our life path. Where do we feel best and the most comfortable in what we're doing, so we can sustain and not play into a lot of these old realms and old trajectories, right? So lots happening, guys. You know, we were told that Aries is going to be quite a month. This Aries season is going to be quite a month. And we're doing what we can to really find what our truth is, and to just like sit with that, and to be with our truth, and to love ourselves through that process, and to really enjoy our journey again. Yeah, peaks and valleys, ups and downs, right? The wavelength, the bandwidth, guys. And so we're just kind of riding the wave and doing what we can, and just coasting through this entire process right now, So I hope everyone's doing okay. Kicking door, yeah, you know about kicking doors, sweetie. Kicking doors has been a thing here too. Yeah, okay, so Genevieve, I was going through that too. This has been a big one, guys. Has been really doing what we can that is necessary for us to be able to let out the rage, and to let out the anger, and to freak out if we need to freak out, right? Especially as we're collapsing all these old systems and old structures, right? Is like, even myself, I've had a few moments where I've needed to go there, right, with myself, because it's an important part of grieving. It's an important part of grieving. It's an important part of letting go, and really surrendering all that resistance, right? And letting go of all that old anarchy, that old fear, and because guys, that's food, man. Think about it. Like, all that anger, all that fear, all that aggression, that's food. That's food for things that we don't want to be playing with. And so it's really good to let it all out, and then to focus on how we can harness it and use it for the betterment of humanity. Like, to remind you that you are the alchemist of your journey, that you can take that propulsion and you can turn it into something beautiful, right? And it's a process of the transfiguration, or the dismantling that's occurring, is how do we take this thing from one subatomic state and turn it into a whole new structure, right? So that's the part of the evolution of ourselves, and the evolution of our growth, and the evolution of our being, is how we can take these emotions, or these threads of consciousness, and we can turn them into something beautiful. And we have to be brave, guys. We have to be brave. We have to be courageous to be able to stand up, to make that shift, to make that choice, to take that chance, and to take those opportunities as they align for ourselves, right? Because you are the alchemist. You are the one that is taking all of this energy and turning it into the most beautiful, purified form of love that you can. And it's up to you to be able to do that, right? And so as a result, it's what we have access from within us. This is that inner resource of the magician card, right? Is that we take this energy and what do we do with it, right? Do we sit with it? Do we play with it? Do we share it? Do we express it? Experiment with it, you know, have fun with trying to figure out what you can dial into that feels best and serves you and serves your soul the most and serves your physical body too. For me, there's been a lot of physical body stuff that I've been having to use to press through, especially in the warrior archetype. And as we are really closing out these cycles, there's a lot of endings. Love you too, brother. And so yeah, there's been a lot, but you know, we're doing what we can to find out where we belong through this. And also to how to express this in a way where it doesn't lead into violence, right? Because that's such an energy that's easy to work with, and so things are snapping off a little bit more, things are popping off a little bit more, especially in the energetics. And we're just doing what we can to find our peace, guys. We're doing what we can to find our peace. So so anyways, we're gonna do Wisdom of the Oracle today. I'm just gonna do one card for us to see what wants to come through for all of us. I want to thank you guys for your likes, your shares, and subscribes. Thank you for being here. Yeah, breathwork's been really important. doing what you can to breathe and stabilize. And guys, some of us are going through massive upgrades right now and massive accelerations and massive expansions. So everyone's going to be going through this a little bit differently, right? Myself included. The DNA that when we've been coming online, putting ourselves back together, even getting the oversoul in the body has been a lot. So if you've been walking around and you feel like you're 50 feet tall, it's because you are. If you've been you know, going through these upgrades, we're all experiencing it at a different level. Some people might be feeling sick to your stomach, especially with the sacral stuff. We've been having people reporting on a lot of pain, a lot of kidneys. Yeah, I've been going through stuff with kidneys and with liver as well. Just doing what we can to detox and to try to stabilize and maintain and sustain our own well-being as we're going through this. And guys, nurture. Hard upgrades, yeah, there's been hard upgrades too. Mine's been more focused on everything's been focused on the sacral with the line of work that we've been working on. Everything's been sacral and kidneys over here. So we've been burning through a lot. So we have Wisdom of the Oracle. We just want to see what message wants to come forward for today. Yeah, spinal column has been getting worked on too. Yep, Samantha, that's been a big one. Same over here. We've been feeling the guts moving around. It's interesting feeling how our chakras are spinning through this. When we're unraveling and unweaving, you can feel your energetic systems going through twists and moving and getting things out. It's really interesting when we've been working through it. So okay. Wisdom of the Oracle, what wants to come through? Truth be told. Yeah, so guys, revelation, there's some stuff that's being released from our own bodies that we're going to start discovering. This could be a revelation. You know, a part of this is that as we start to stand in our power and stand in our truth, we're going to see people starting to share a little bit more. So with truth be told, it's right now, there is something being released. Here's that heart space, guys. So there's the owl, with the heart open and the expression coming forward. It's really about standing forward and really standing in your truth and speaking your truth right now as you can, and flexible. Yeah. Okay, so recognizing, guys, that as these things are getting shown to us in our own lives, where can we find more flexibility and more sustainability? For some of you guys, I want to state this: with flexible, it's going to be important to get the body stretching. So for some of you, this might be having to do yoga, Pilates, exercise to really move and shift out the density that's coming through. Right, but to be able to make sure too that as these things are being revealed to ourselves, to our innermost selves, from our other dimensional versions, or we're discovering these things or wanting to share these things, that we have to be flexible with other people right now, right? So it's allowing things to kind of bend and flow, and to sway into a new direction. For some people, I do want to say it's going to be really important for you to express your truth, to express how you're feeling from your innermost self. It's going to be really important for you to share your truth, and to recognize that, to be flexible with your truth too, because we have to recognize that when it comes to consciousness, okay, these threads change in every now moment. All right, I don't know if anyone else has seen this, but has anyone tuned into their guides and the truth will change based upon the pathway they're propagating or their level of consciousness? I want to let you know truth changes, right? We can't fix to anything, right? So like, you know, at source level consciousness, that truth is constantly shifting, right? Because it's all perspective based, it's based off of belief systems, and it's always dependent upon the bandwidth in which it exists in as well. This is something that I've been experiencing too. So it's about, guys, when you start to discover these things about yourself, be flexible, right? But a part of this revelation, the things that are being released right now, we need to stretch. We need to stretch. We need to get the body, we need to get the density out of the body so we can hold more of our light, right? It's really, really important. Oh, see, and Angel, same here, by the way. Angel, same here. There are things right now that we're being asked to just, and it's important. There's, you know, guys, this is why it's follow your heart, because the thing is that, here's the thing. Sometimes, here's what I want to state. Okay, how's this want to come through? Sometimes the reason that we need to express the truth out loud is because we're actually vocalizing and shifting the density out of our body through the vocalization. Okay, this is why like screaming, yelling, bitching, and complaining are really important. So a lot of people don't want to, right? So when you're a spellcaster and you're awakening to the fact that you are the one that is shifting your reality, there's a lot of people that will go, no, I don't want to share these things anymore. I don't want to say them out loud because I'm fearing having to create that spell or to cast it in a direction to recreate it. But sometimes it's about moving the energy. And so yeah, see? Yep. And so the biggest thing, Angel, I agree with you, by the way. So there's a part of this process. So what I do is I do what are called walk and talks. So I'll sit, I will just talk to myself. You know, I will complain, I'll let it go, and I let spirit know, hey, I'm just moving energy and moving density, and I have to do that. I have to release that by sharing what I need to share, right? So, but you know, the thing is that there is a lot that is occurring right now where some of us are being told to just kind of sit back, stay quiet, take a pause, and to just breathe and to shift our focus into a different direction. Some of us are being called to step up and to share more. It's really about what you are. It's really about what you are being guided to do in every now moment, right? So some people, it's time for them to sit up and share. Some people, it's time to just kind of sit back and let things occur and unfold how they're supposed to. The universe has got a plan, guys. This is what I want to say. The universe has a plan. The universe has a pathway, and this pathway we're all on right now, even if it doesn't feel like it. And it's really important for all of us to recognize that there is a plan, there is a pathway, and that as we are moving through these adjustments, that we're going to be able to shift out all of this density from our bodies. So for some people, it's about getting the physical body moving. And for some of us, it's definitely more so about it's going to be about sharing it. So doing that walk and talk is going to be very important, guys. if you need to, let that energy out, let it out. Go scream, go yell, go kick, and go make sure you are allowing yourself to feel fully what you need to feel, because we are going through higher levels of embodiment now, and a lot of this is going to require relaxation and a lot of stretching to move this stuff out of the body. So the flexibility is important, right? So yesterday when I was giving back my entire, was it yesterday? Was that yesterday? No, it was 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I was giving back my oversoul. All of me, literally all of me was put back together. And when all of me was put back together, I was walking around and I was probably 50 feet tall. I was in Walmart. I had huge etheric arms. I had literally my, my God aspect, my goddess aspect, everything stacked in the suit. And I was walking around and it was hard. It's hard to hold your oversoul in the body. When the big brothers are doing this stuff, right? And they're getting everything in the suit, you understand why it takes so much to hold that energy in the body. I was literally walking around Walmart like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? But as a result, right, it required, this is that flexibility and that movement to fit everything in the body, especially if you're here to hold your entire oversoul in the body, which not everyone can. I don't know anyone that can walk around 50 feet tall every single day. I haven't met them yet. This is so new to me to be walking, to have everything, not just behind your shoulder and walking with you, but actually inside of you. It's a whole new experience, and that requires a whole new level of flexibility in the body to release all this density. So when we get these oversoul aspects back into the body, or these other dimensional versions, whatever we want to call them, right? What happens is they will pop in, right? They'll pop in, they kind of step into the suit, they give you the activation, and then they can pop out because your body can't hold it for too long. It takes a while to get it really fully grounded into the body. So they kind of like come in, give you your activation. It's kind of like your jumpsuit. Getting a jumpsuit, you'll get your activation, then they pop out, right? And so a lot of people are fearing that there's some sort of interference with this or whatever. Work with your own soul and your own universe about this, because I'm not going to go into all that right now. I don't want to play in those realms and in those categories, but we might do a video about that soon, talking about that. But when our oversoul pieces come back and they give us that activation, or we get our jumpsuit, or we get our badges, or we get our wings back, or our halos, or any of those things, it does require sometimes having to shift out our density from our form, and that's why the flexibility is important. That's why getting the body moving is really important, because we do have to move all this density out of our physical body. Yeah, it feels like Frankenstein feet. It also feels like being really, really long. So the other day when I was walking, I felt like my etheric arms, I felt like like I had, my arms were dragging on the ground, like I felt like a caveman. So it was quite an interesting experience, but it's really cool getting these pieces back and creating the communication links with our oversoul and our oversoul families as well. So yeah, guys, Aries season, we've been looking into the astrology, and you can tell it's going to be a big month. But guys, remember that, like, as we are the cosmos, we can also shift up and out of those old fears and those old feelings, and we can take back our power with the cosmos and within our creation point awareness and within our universal expression, to not give our power away. It's like we don't have to fear these seasons, and we don't have to fear this energy. What we have to do is just keep giving ourselves love, focusing on the nurture, and recognizing, guys, like, the biggest thing is, if you put self first, you're not selfish. Okay, I invite you to listen into your soul and to tune into you, to know what this means for you. But by gosh, if you got to take time off to just relax and chill and put yourself first, there's nothing selfish about that, right? It's really important for us to unravel these threads, to step off the fear programming, and to really initiate a higher level of love and a higher level of being within ourselves, and to really trust that there is a guiding force within us. There is a guiding light and a guiding love that is guiding us home in every now moment. It's just how that universe expresses it to you, how your universe expresses it to you, whether it's through messages from the divine realms, whether your internal being talks to you through your body, whether or not music will speak to you through the airwaves, or you're going about your day and you hear a song on the radio and it just speaks to you, you read license plates. Your universe is always communicating to you about which way to go and where the momentum is moving forward. And I want everyone to just know that there is a pathway. Okay, there is a pathway. There is a pathway, and this pathway is built for you, and you're on your way. We're all on our way right now, okay? So, yeah, we got to support our own needs. Oh, happy birthday, Juice! Is it Juice's birthday today? Oh, dang. All right, let's say happy birthday to Juice. Yo, shout out to big homie Juice for getting it done. We love you, brother. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. I'll send a prayer out for you later. So, guys, I hope everyone's doing okay. Hope everyone's doing all right. I want to just say a little prayer for us today. So as we sit back and connect deeper within to our hearts, to our soul, to our other dimensional versions, to our most beautiful versions of ourselves, we connect up to the original creator of our soul, and we speak to Creator now. Creator, thank you so much for this opportunity today to be blessed, to be loved, and to be held in this highest honor, in this highest form of truth. So as we open up our hearts wider and wider and wider, may we fill ourselves with the divine love, the essence of our true creation that gives us the opportunity to evolve, to expand, and to dissolve the limitations of our own creation, of our own making. Thank you for giving us an opportunity today to find our love, to find our truth, to find our clarity, and to find the purity of our I am presence from within us, right? So today, may we be blessed. May miracles find us where we're at, and may we really discover the true essence of our being, and may our own well-being and nurture come first, forward and through, to give us the opportunity to really be able to relax, to kick back, and to be able to end our suffering, to end our pain, to end our misery, and to really come back to a place of peace, wholeness, and wellness for ourselves. May our love shine brighter than it ever has before, and may we propagate peace in these pathways as we end the old wars, we end the old definition of what it is to become light, and may we find our truth here within this space. I love you, I honor you, I bless you. Aho, someone be. All right, guys. So yeah, time to take a step back, to shift and to realign. I just wanted to show up a little bit. Once again, it's been a lot going on, a lot over here processing. So we're just gonna go take some time to go be silly, go grab on hold of the little kid, and to go play with ourselves. I love you guys. I love you guys. Tuesdays with Corey will be on tomorrow, but we're changing things up over there too. There's a lot of stuff that's shifting and changing right now. So if you guys want to be a part of that community, I invite you to join over on Patreon. Yeah, we're doing it, guys. We're doing it. We're getting it together. We're shifting, and we're really focusing on what it is to not only value ourselves, but to be value and to really honor who we are as light, as beings of light, within our joy and within our journey. Yep. Yeah, heavy to giggly and back again. Guys, the pendulum. Remember that, guys. This is all about the pendulum right now. 1717 right there, which is interesting. A lot of 17s have been coming through. Remember the pendulum, right? We're just kind of going through back and forth, dissolving the polarity, knocking off what we can, and really making sure that we are finding who we are as love and sitting back as love and really enjoying our creation again, right? With who we are, meaning that we have all of our powers on. We have all of our activation sequences on. Our DNA is full on. Our power is on. But as a result, also making sure that we're taking an opportunity to enjoy the human experience, to enjoy humanity again, to love one another, and to love ourselves unconditionally, and to find out what that means for all of us, especially Soul Tribe and Soul Family, right? So I love you guys. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We're going to take a step back. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, has a wonderful morning. I'll see you guys soon. We're just going to keep suiting up and showing up. And just putting our best foot forward and keep it forward and up, guys. Forward and up. All right. I love you guys. See you soon.